Hey gang, I always knew I'd be a star. Lights, camera, action! Welcome back to Creatures, Cowards, and Crafting. Today guys, I have a piece of foam core in front of me. This is going to be a base. I'm going to create another Cyberpunk building. This is just a small packaging box that I have, and as you can see, I've measured this out for an opening. We're going to cut this out. My exact measurements for this was about maybe an inch and a half. Now, I want to show you guys, I've cut this out and I'm going to leave the box open because I'm going to add some details in there. We can even save this piece of cardboard for maybe later. Now for this project, I'm going to be using some 3D printed bits for the flooring and just to add some detail. Some of these come from Corvus Games. They have printable terrain that you can get, and some of these are by Dragon Lock. These were left over. You don't need these for this project. If you want to create this out of foam core, you can. I'm just using what's available, trying to clear out some space. So now I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to start just putting the 3D printed bits to the box. In this case, I'm going to be attaching the flooring. I'm just making sure that the glue goes on nice and hot and I'm able to kind of smooth it out. If you have a lot of buildup and you go to put like your flooring on, that could create like a gap. So just make sure that you don't build that up. And if you do, you can always smooth it out by using the hot tip of the glue gun. Again, you can make these flooring out of foam, and there's tons of videos that will show you how to do that. Once our flooring's down, I'm going to go ahead and cut out a doorway. Also, I want to show you guys, I add an LED light here, and I just poked it through. We'll be using a small battery, and I'll show you how we're going to do that later in the video. Here's my door. This is another 3D printed door. Again, guys, you can craft your own doors if you like. Next, I'm going to create a weapon rack, and this is just a bit of granny grating that I've cut down. I also purchased a weapon pack off of eBay. You could use like leftover Warhammer 40k grenades or weapons. Lego weapons would be great too. So to create a compartment for our battery, what I'm going to do is just cut this lid portion off. And you can use this with a razor knife. You can also use like a model saw. Once we have that cut off, I'm going to take a couple of these wooden discs and I'm just going to add some glue to them and mash them together like so. And if you don't have wooden discs, you could probably get away with like some foam or something like that. And I'm just going to put this into the actual cap itself. It should fit very nice. And we can add more if we need to, but basically what I want to do is create some pressure for our light. Now what we're going to do here is we have the battery there, and we're just going to take our cap and screw it on like so. And there we go, we have our light. And you can play with this just to get the exact fitting if you need to. Here I've glued the box down to the foam core base, and I've also added some trim pieces here. This is just cardboard. I added a back door, and I'm going to probably create some back steps. I've also added some additional 3D printed pieces. Now I have not glued down the front so I can get into the interior, and I'm going to be applying some of this Vallejo Earthshade just for texture. The next step I'm going to do is add some chipboard to the front so that I can create a sidewalk. I'm also going to prime the entire building using a wolf gray. This is my army painter. It's kind of a bluish gray. And also I'm going to take some white and just highlight certain areas like the sign and other places that I want to make a glowing light effect. Now we're going to paint the inside, and to do this I'm going to just paint it a white because I want the light to show up inside. If we go with something dark, some of the details are going to be missed. We're also going to go ahead and paint the doors, our guns. We're going to add some hazard striping here. These are just some things that I printed out, and we're just going to adhere them using some Elmer glue. You could use Mod Podge if you want. For my last steps, I'm going to use my air gun, and I'm just going to spray on some fluorescent green. Now this is going to go over the white that I had added earlier. It's going to really pop. If you need to, you can add a second coat. But you know, hold this, go light with it at first, and then we're also going to add some litter and debris to the ground, and we're pretty much done here.
Ted Hut, maggot, are you tired of biker gangs loitering in your night city? Can't get to work because some cyber psycho is on the blitz again? It's time you empower yourself with your Second Amendment rights. Visit the one of thousands of Gunners Den Kiosks located throughout Night City. We can take you from victim to avenger. Firepower for anyone. On a fixed budget, we've dusted off some oldies but goldies to make sure you have the firepower needed to survive in Night City. Are you a corpo elitist looking for only the best military tech? We've got hardware that can make Night City look like Vietnam 3. Don't delay. Be sure to spray and pray.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, think about giving me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, maybe subscribe. And more importantly, share this with someone that might like this type of craft. Guys, as we go into the week, I want to say I'm going to try to continue to provide these videos with you. I know it's a little longer than you're used to waiting, but thank you for being patient. Just a lot of stuff going on with work and a lot of transitions going on as well. As always, please be safe. I wish nothing but the best to you, your friends, your family. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.